think the biggest story right now, short-term in the NBA, is the reunion between Derrick Rose and Tom Thibodeau with the New York Knicks. What are your thoughts on this?
I find it interesting. First of all, I don't know. Will we have Bart? Will we not have Bart?
Bart, are you here?
Welcome to my world.
To be or not to be, Bart?
Yeah, it is.
He's back.
The check engine light is constantly on with our show. But to answer your question, though, it is interesting to see how this is going to fit. We all know what he is now. He's a scorer now. He still has always been a scorer, but limited minutes kind of scorer. Under 20, 25. It will be the max for him, I think. I don't think he can play more than that, but he certainly can score. And this team is the best defensive team in the league, and they're one of the worst offensive teams in the league. So they need offense. He provides that. It'll be off the bench. And I think there'll be more moves to come. But this is a very interesting first move that they made.
Alan, every time I watch a Knicks game, I'm getting blitzed with texts from friends, and I feel the same way. Immanuel Quickley, it just feels like, wow. Like, wow, we have it to a degree. Does this hinder his growth by bringing Derrick Rose back to New York City? A city, by the way, he did disappear from this team last time he was here for a while, and nobody knew where he was.
Yeah, D. Rose did go back to Chicago, actually contemplated quitting the game for a while. Here, I think the second time around, he's got a lot of people he trusts with Tom Thibodeau, obviously. 3 times they've now been together, and Tom wanted him. And then Leon Rose and Wes, he's known them since he's a teenager. So if there's anything, at least he's got the trust here that I don't think he had the first time around here in New York. So I would think that he should be a little bit in a better place. But when it comes to Quickley, no, I actually think this is going to help him. I actually think this now affords them the opportunity to move him into the starting lineup at some point. Because, he is a scorer, and they lack scoring at the starting point guard position. They need somebody that can do that. He can. Is he ready? That's the question. And can he be a playmaker? That's the other question. Right now, he's trending right now as a Lou Williams type, which is a great type to have. But they hope he can do a lot more, which is be more of a creator and a guy that can run an offense. He's still young. It's still early. But obviously, they love what they have in this player.
I mean, Alan, we talked about this a little bit because it looks like Quickley is really saving the draft for the Knicks. Why are we seeing more of Obi Toppin, and how does he get on the court to justify his draft?
He gets on the court if Julius Randle ends up somewhere else. I don't think they expected Randle to play like this. He always put up numbers in his career, but he's a guy that you felt like was mostly high usage, high volume, and it didn't contribute to winning. All that is out the window. He's still high usage, still high volume, and still scoring and putting up the numbers, but he's also helping them win. And that's a huge part of this. So he gets a bulk of the minutes. I don't know if, you want to go forever with him as the main focal point of your offense, but because he's playing so well, it keeps Obi Toppin from getting the extra minutes that you would expect a top 10 pick would get on a team that is under 500. But I'll tell you what, though, when he does play, you see there's something there. Defensively, he's got a lot to learn, but I still think there's something for him here. It's just a matter of time.
Alan, let's go to the team across the East River and the Brooklyn Nets. They picked up a huge additional rotational piece in Noah Vonleh, a bigger player to help them with Norvel Pell to give them sides, right? That's what they need down low. Is this enough to get them over the hump, in your opinion?
I think they're already over the hump, Jay. I mean, I've made that clear. I didn't think they needed to do anything. I feel like it's so overstated that some people want to make this a case that they have to get this and they have to get that. All they have to do is get on a string defensively. They don't need to rebound. They shoot so well. That stuff is so overrated. It's like we're trying to find something wrong with the Nets. There's nothing wrong with them. And you know what Noah Vonleh brings? He brings a guy that can stretch. He brings some toughness. He can play. He's not going to come in. He's not going to give you Charles Oakley. Some people think that's what the Nets need. I just think they need to get it right defensively as a five-man unit. Their problem is at point of attack defensively. That's their problem. Their problem isn't in the back end. So I just feel like, okay, these are a couple of pieces they add to the team, give them some depth on the front court, a little bit of toughness, and I like Vonleh a lot as a player. But I just feel like, Jay, we're almost trying to find something wrong with them, where I feel like when we get to the playoffs, the only wrong you'll have is how do you guard all three of them? Because when it's winning time, I imagine they'll all be locked in. They just got to figure out who they are defensively.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.